Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah man, welcome back. It's Cook and Inspire again with Chef Garnet in the kitchen with another awesome day. Yeah man, we're gonna do some stew peas for you guys. And for those of you who are stew peas fans, you know, I'm gonna take you and show you this tutorial of how to make your stew peas. And at this time I'm not going to use any pork because I'm not a pork eater. Let me declare that I'm not a pork eater. So I'll be using some oxtail, that's some salted oxtail, and some salted beef. Okay, I'll get that from the local butchers. You know, you might see the meat a bit red because they use or they preserve it, the coloring and the salt in there. So it's going to be a awesome one, guys. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, man, because, you know, Chef Garnet is always putting out great contents for you guys. And for those of you who have been supporting me from day one, thank you guys for staying with me on this journey. And for all my new subscribers, welcome on board. Yeah, man. You don't know anything already. You know, so when time we're in the kitchen, it's pure excitement and pure things happening, you know. And I also do some little family thing as well in the kitchen. So, yeah, man. So, welcome on board. And I wanted to give special shout out to Razablade. Brother, big up yourself, you and your wife. Iandra, bless up yourself, man, because you guys are such a role model for YouTubers to follow. Down to earth guy, you and Iandra. I mean, I thought Rolly, you know, Rolly, big up yourself, you know, you and Trish. Yeah? Respect you guys, you know. Razablade, you do a lot for me and I respect that. See? So let me get back to the cooking, guys. You know, so here we have our peas. Yeah man, and always good to put your peas to soak from overnight or maybe a couple hours before you started to cook your peas. Okay, so here I have got my pot on the fire over here. We will call it flame. So I've washed my peas, soaked it. I haven't got anything in there at the moment. I'm going to add it as I go along. So first I'm going to add my peas to my pot. I've had a lot of water because at the end of this journey, I know I'm going to have to add extra water to that pot. You know, and you can see, it's not much peas in there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add some garlic because it's always good to add some garlic for flavoring at the beginning, you know. A little bit of salt. You know, don't want to chop them too fine because at the end of the day, this is going to be cooked out to nothing. So, some garlic. And I always like to cook with a lot of ginger. You know, ginger is really good for you, especially in the time of COVID now. And some people don't like the taste of ginger. Like my wife, she doesn't like nothing that is good for her. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to disguise it right now. So don't tell her I say that, you know. By the time she finishes eating these stew peas, then she'll be seeing the video after. So a bit of ginger in my water. I'm not gonna add any salt yet because the beef is already salt. Yeah, and I'll show you. I'll leave this to boil for around. That's it. Let it come to perfection the way we want it, and I'll keep showing you the process. Bit by bit. There's something I leave out. My pimento berries. Yeah. Let's add a few grains in there. It's always nice to cook it with the peas so all the flavors can come together and you'll have a nice stew peas. Guys, you're gonna see the stew peas when it finish. Stay tuned and watch. So here we are. I've got my pressure cooker ready to pressure my beef. You open this again. So right, so there you are. So what I'm going to be doing now, my peas is over there, being boiled. I want to get that to a nice texture, not too mushy, but not that the grains mashed out. You know, over here we got our oxtail and our beef. I wanted to pressure this for around 20 minutes to get it a bit tender. Before I put it with the peas. Alright, so I'm just going to catch a little bit of water on my beef. Okay. I'm gonna add it to my pressure cooking over here. Yes, guys. Just a little bit more water. As I said, I don't eat pork, so most people rather stew peas with pig steel. I have it with beef as it is now, or I could have it with chicken foot. You know, most people don't like chicken foot either, so you can also do a meatless stew peas, which I've got one, you know, for you guys, so you can stay tuned to see. Right, so over here we got our beef. Over here, salted beef, washed, cleaned up and everything, chopped into small cubes. The beef, but the oxtail is in reasonable size. So right now we're gonna add some bit more spice to that. You know, you can call me a spice man if you like. I like my food to have flavor, not bland. You know, I like food when it have that nice flavor to it. You know. Here we are. Just a little piece of ginger, not too much. So pressure with your beef. As I said, I love ginger. Brings out a flavor. Let me get some grains, some pimento berries as well. I always bring back my pimento berries when I go to Jamaica. So yeah, just a few grains in there. I'm not gonna add any salt at this time because as we go along, we're gonna be seasoning the stew peas. Right, so I leave this to boil for around the pressure for around 20 minutes. Let the water come to a boil before I actually close it. Right, so here it is. Take a quick look. What's going on over here? Peas is coming up to a boil. As you can see, and if I didn't tell you at the beginning what peas I'm using using red kidney beans. Yeah. And what I'll be doing in the meantime, I'll be go ahead and prepare my dough for my dumpling to put in my stew peas. So here we are, just, you know, maybe about a cup and a half of flour, and I'll be using a teaspoon of salt in that. And what I'll be doing, I'll be just combining everything together. You know, don't cost me no enough paper because I'm using a spoon to make the dumpling. You know, instead of putting your hand in the flour, create a mess in the beginning. What I'll do, I'll just use a little spoon, you know, just to bring the dough together. Then I'll use my hand afterwards to knead it up. Much easier, you know. So because that is so important for those of you who don't like to use your hands in kneading dumpling, especially if you have long nails, ladies. I'm not showing any shadies. Ladies, I'm not showing any shadies. Alright, so yeah, just spoon, bring it together, and then you can put some mussels in there. Okie dokie. So yeah, man, just part the spoon now and just use your hands in there. See there? Flour ready. Not much work. Just put that aside. See me thing I boil up. So I'll put on the cover now and pressure and let's see what I want. So the beef I boil. Soon boil up. Let me see this. See there? Enough peas. Not really enough peas still. Yeah man. So what I'll be doing now, I'll be covering my that's it, my pot. Let it pressure. 20 minutes and we're good. I'm gonna halfway through cooking our stew peas. As you can see, my peas is nearly boiled. As you can see, halfway boiled. And I've pressured my beef and my oxtail over here. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna combine the oxtail and the beef. I'm just gonna throw that in the pot, peas, there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let the beef and the oxtail and the peas cook together now, finally. So keep it on high flame at the moment. Cover that up. Give it another 20 minutes to reduce. Then I'll pour the coconut milk inside of it and let you guys see. Its water is a bit, it's reduced. So I'm gonna add my coconut milk to this now and let that reduce again. Then I'll start with the season it up. Lovely, look at that. Now it's time for me to put in my my spinners. Let them go and cook. You know, let's get my hand clean. You know, so I'm gonna make up my little spinners now, guys. So I'll need to pinch up a little piece of spinners and just roll them. Yeah, and like that. Let's drop them in the pot now. Spinners. Just pinch off a little bit. If they come close, have a look. Just pinch off a little bit, you know, about that bit. Put it in your hand, and then you roll it. See? Easy like that. So let me make up these, and then I'll come back and I'll show you when I'll be putting in my seasoning in my pot. Alright? So, yeah. Spinners. So I'm going to go in with some seasoning now. So I'm going to go in with 1 scotch bonnet pepper, just to flavor the pot. 1 whole of 1. And I've got some fresh thyme over here. I'll just pull off a few of the leaves of the thyme like that. You know, I don't want to put the stick. I don't want to put too much stick down in the pot. I'm going to put a few sticks still, but I'm just going to get off those leaves. So let's go in a few sticks of fresh thyme. Pull off a few more. You know, because sometimes you put too much thyme in the pot, you just leave those strings. So I'm going to put these in the pot now. Season my pot. So I'm going to season as I go along, people. So that's my ground seasoning already. Pepper. As you can see, it's getting thickened already. Look at that. You see? It's reducing, so it's becoming thick. It's going to become a bit more thicker than that. Just want to put just a spoon of butter inside of that. You know, the butter will give it a nice flavor as well and help to thicken it. And I'm not going to use any like thickening agent in there, like cornstarch or flour or anything. You know what I've done? I've mashed a little bit of the peas. If you can look, see how I do it. So what I've done, I've find some of the peas and I've mashed it to the side. So what the peas done is help to thicken that juice as it reduces. Look at that. It's starting to smell lovely already. I'm just gonna add a little bit of powdered season to this one. As you can see, the gravy is coming on really well. See, it's thickening. Just need another 20 minutes and that should be done. So I'm just gonna add a bit of seasoning to it. So if you look in this container here, I've got some black pepper, I've got a bit of all-purpose, I've got some Cajun seasons here, and some Maggi. How can I leave out my Maggi? How can I leave out my Maggi? Yes, so I've got some Maggi. So I'm going to add all of these seasons inside the pot there. And then just incorporate that. And also I've got some chili powder. Just going to add a bit of chili powder to that. Just a little bit of kick to it. And mixed herbs. As you can see, I like cooking with herbs. Put a lot, generous amount, mixed herbs in there. Give you a nice flavor. And I've got some parsley over here. Lovely. So just mix that in. Look at that. Oh my God. See that, people? You see what I'm talking about? And you can see my scotch bonnet pepper in there. I haven't roasted it, I just want you to flavor the pot. You know, look at that, peeps. Next 20 minutes and this should be ready. Guys, so here we have it now, our finished dish. This is what we call stewed peas. And I've served it with some white rice. You know, you can have it with whatever you want to have it with. You know, but this is it. Lovely. Lovely dish for you guys who love stewed peas. This one is for you. You know, before you go, how many of you have been watching and you have not yet subscribed? Where you going? Just touch that subscription. Let me say subscription. Touch that subscription button. Yeah? Turn it gray for me, please. Don't leave without subscribing. Yes? Yes, you've been watching the video and haven't yet subscribed. So yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and spread the good news, you know, about Chef Garnet in the kitchen. So until next time, Chef Garnet in and out the kitchen. Yeah man, see there? Stewed peas, you know, them say don't eat stewed peas from people you don't know. That's what them say back in the days. So when you know me, so you can eat the stewed peas, that's true. Yeah man, so I'm gonna be done at this right now. So love you all.